The 7 traditions of communication theory. Communication theory is defined as a collective look at the actual approaches researchers have to use to study communication problems and practices. There are 7 traditions of the communication theory. Socio-psychological tradition is known as the communication as interpersonal interaction and influence. The question they are trying to answer is, how can I get others to change? This is known to be the most prolific of the 7 theories. Cybernetic tradition. This tradition is known as the communication as a system of information processing. Cybernetic is defined as the study of information processing, feedback, and control in communication systems. Learning how a system works, what can change it, and how the bugs get out of it. Rhetorical tradition. Rhetoric is defined as the art of using all available means of persuasion, focusing upon lines of argument, organization ideas, language use, and delivery in public speaking. This theory is known as the communication as artful public address. There are several characterizations of this theory. Some of the examples are, distinguishes humans from animals, the speaker influences multiple listeners, emphasizes the power of beauty and language to move people emotionally. Semiotic tradition. This tradition is known as the communication as the process of sharing meaning through signs. Semiotic is defined as the study of verbal and nonverbal signs that can stand for something else and how their interpretation impacts our society. Objects and words are both to be considered as signs. Sociocultural tradition. This theory is known as the communication as the creation and enactment of social reality. This is the communication between people, produces and reproduces culture. The critical tradition. This is the communication as a reflective challenge of unjust disclosure. There are 3 features that are challenged by critical theorists. These features are control of language to perpetuate power imbalances, role of mass media in dulling sensitivity to repression, and blind reliance of the scientific method and uncritical acceptance of empirical findings. Phenomenological tradition. This tradition is known as the communication as the experience of self and others through dialogue. Phenomenology is the intentional analysis of everyday experience through the standpoint of the person who is living it. This explores the possibility of understanding the experience of self as well as others. This means that there are no 2 people that have the same life story. This leads to the statement, nobody understands what it's like to be me. Those are the 7 communication theories.